YouTube, what's going on? So, I've had a lot going on lately, so there's a lack of uploads to the channel. Uh, no live stream last week. May or may not be one this week. Just really busy. A lot going on. So, but I did get a package today from 100 Little Cars. I think a lot of you guys know who he is, especially if you're on Instagram. He is of the um, Matchbox Custom Contest fame. Excuse me. He does great custom work. He's an artist. He hand paints a lot of stuff. I've purchased customs from him in the past. Some hand painted Rat Fink stuff, and just does really cool work. So, anyways, I had a subscriber, Esoteric Nixon, who I think has since changed his name. He sent me one of these castings. It had been stripped of the running boards and painted red, and I had it sent off to Boogie 007 Customs to because this is my car. This is my daily driver. I have a 99 Lexus LX 470. Now, this is made as a, I don't know if it has the year, but it does not have the year, but it's cast as a Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, here in the US, this was not, this body style was I think '02 or '03, but for the Lexus LX 470 it was 99. And that basically the big difference is with the grill and the headlights. This is a Motormax casting, pretty hard to find. It's out there, but it's pretty tough to find. And there aren't very many of these in the scale to begin with. This may actually be the only one. So, with that being said, it's a decent casting. You know, I would like to see somebody like Kyosho do it. But anyhow, this is what it looks like out of the package from Motormax. So since Esoteric Nixon sent me the one he had painted red, I've had a couple other people send them to me, and I'm glad because it's tough to find on eBay, and it's just not a casting that you see very often. So with the other two that were sent to me, this one here is probably in the best condition. There's really nothing wrong with it. Maybe some slight wear, but really nothing wrong with it for all intents and purposes. It doesn't have the greatest stance. The wheels are awful, but the sculpted detail is pretty decent. And as far as a blank canvas goes for doing customs, it's not a bad piece to start with. And so, so I'll show you guys. The next one we're going to look at, you guys have already seen. This is the custom that Boogie did for me. This is a replica of my daily driver. It's a color match. It's, he did the Lexus badging. Sorry for the shaky camera. Big old side view mirrors, two-tone. It's like a kind of like a champagne goldish color on the gray rocker panel. Wheels are also replicas of my wheels. I have some 20-inch Chip Foose wheels on my car. They were on the car when I bought it, so it's not like I went out and put rims on it. I really don't care that much about rims, honestly. To tell you the truth, I think I'd rather have the factory wheels. But I do like the fact that these are M2 Chip Foose wheels, same design as the wheels I have on mine. And so it's a pretty cool little custom. You got the luggage rack, you got the headlights, indicators. He back shadowed all of the joints. He tinted the windows, which is a really nice touch on this. You can see as it comes stock, no tinted windows, black interior. He painted the interior to match the tan leather that my car has, although it's really hard to see. He did an excellent job with the side view mirrors. Let's see if we can... I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not, but really nice detail work there. And the stance, while it's not perfect, it's definitely better with the M2 wheels. He even went so far as to make my license plate. That is an Arizona plate, and that is my plate number. And then he's also got all the Lexus badging. So you got the V8 there at the bottom left. Above it you have the Lexus badge, and then off to the right at the top you have the LX470. And then you got your brake lights, reverse lights, indicators. So a lot of awesome detail. And that's, just goes to show you how nice the casting is if you have the ability to improve upon it. Because when this thing got started, this is what it looked like. And then, when it's done, that's your transformation. So anyways, I had a third one sent to me, and I sent it off to 100 Little Cars. Gave him total creative license. I said, just make it look cool. I kind of wanted a lifted truck and something kind of beat up. That was what I was going for. Before I show you the custom, he also included a couple of extras, fresh cherries. Had a 71 Mustang sports roof and a 77 Mustang too. Both of these are pretty cool looking, so we'll get those out and take a look at them in a different video. Sorry, got a frog in my throat. All right. So here's the custom that he did. And I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram. He just kind of freestyles his way through, it seems like. But he always comes out with stuff just looking awesome. Now, the wheels and tires here are Matchbox mainline wheels that you can get off of their truck vehicles. And he just weathers them really nicely. I don't know if he just does like a matte clear coat or whatever the case is, but the entire suspension is completely handmade, pretty intricate. Got a skid plate there, got some exhaust pipes, very, very, very springy suspension. But it sits level, it rides level, it's a great roller. But the articulation on the suspension is pretty impressive. In fact, let's see if we can demonstrate it at all here. All right, so almost. There you go. So you've got one wheel up on the hood of the Hakoska Skyline, and the other three wheels are on the ground. So there's a ton of articulation. You don't see that from any brand. You don't see that kind of articulation from anybody. So pretty cool for posing, if you like doing the photography of the diecast. The detail in this custom is among the best that I've seen. So there's a lot of body work, patchwork. With this custom here, I was going for basically a stock replica. And this is kind of the opposite direction. This is one that's been owned and used and abused. And, you can see where some body work's been done with some primer. got your tail lights, reverse lights, painted bumper. You've got the rear differential there, which is a nice added detail. I didn't even see that actually. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, he took a little person out of another old, I think it was an old Matchbox Lesney that he had. He painted it up, put him in the driver's seat along with the dog. Painted up the interior, which is a pretty close match to the interior of my car. He did all the accessories on top. I'm not sure if they're all handmade. I think that probably they are, except for obviously the tire. The gas can may not be, but it might be. I mean, the guy's an artist, so I'm not surprised either way. But I love the look of everything tied down. It's just really cool looking. And then, of course, we got the Hitchcock hood, which is always I don't know if I'd say conversation starter, but I noticed when he posted some pics of this, there were a lot of people asking about the Hitchcock hood. Got some little lights there up front. All of that is handmade. Pretty cool truck. I like it a lot. With the Brembo graphics. And this one also has the running board. So of the three castings, this is the stock out of the package presentation for MotorMax. This one here is the running boards have been removed, which probably actually helps the stance look a little better, I think. And then you wouldn't know it by looking at these, but at one time they were all three that color. So it's pretty cool what you can do with a little bit of artistic ability. He also made me another one. This was an idea that I had for a Hot Wheels casting, which I'm not a big fan of Hot Wheels. But there aren't any, for the compact pickup trucks, or maybe you call them midsize, you have a lot of them out there in the way of, like you have the Volkswagen Caddy, you've got the Mazda Repu, you've got the Datsun 620, you've got the Chevy Love. I feel like I'm missing at least one or two. And there are some nice Toyotas, but they're all lifted. So I asked him if he thought he could make a nice Toyota slammed, and this is what he came up with. A little shop truck. I love it. It's sick. Now these are Kyosho wheels and tires. Got the exhaust coming out the side. This is from a Hot Wheels casting. I forget the name of that casting, but anybody who does customs knows the casting because they sell for stupid money because everybody wants to pull the bicycle out of it. It's just a really cool truck, though. I like it. You got the painted fender. Really cool looking. I like the hood, too. Enjoy Toyota. Because something I tend to do. Really nice rust effect on it. So that is the first part of my trade. He still has a couple more cars that he's working on. So 100 little cars, Patrick, thank you. It's much appreciated. I love the customs. Um, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.